I would say for myself, quite inept at anything else.
Well, secret technique, you want to know the best advice that I ever got as an actor? Don't swallow the food. Otherwise, by take 35, you have eaten a lot of tikka masala.
That's so true.
Con Gaby Cam y Javier Ibarreche.
Hi guys, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Michael, I would like to start with you. We have to say that George is a very loyal husband, and he has this get out of jail free card where when he is forbidden to say something, he applies this black bag. So I want to know, do you think this is the reason he's still married and maybe we should apply it in real life?
I think, using it sparingly. I think obviously you can't be just sort of blasé with the black bag. I think at certain times, yes, it's a good thing to do, You don't always have to be truthful. I think you got to weigh up the consequence and the sort of what would come of it. Let's say, somebody was trying to write a script for the first time and I read it and I was like, well, this is awful, I mean, what were you thinking? I would say this is really, you find the positives to encourage that person to keep going, because obviously the first time you do something, you're not going to nail it. So it's like, where is truth, beneficial, or where does it become, unnecessarily cruel?
Marisa, I think your character is really refreshing. I think she's the most human and sensitive in a way. So how do you think these characteristics makes her different from the others?
Well, I think that she has been sort of the least exposed to this world, so she isn't sort of desensitized yet to how human beings naturally engage with one another. I think the others have been so used to this line of work where lying is necessary and having, I guess, a sort of sociopathic tendencies in not getting that close to one another is useful, and she hasn't been in this line of work for that long yet. So she's as human and as kind of emotional and I guess like sensitive as we would hope that we would be sort of entering into any dinner party, whereas everyone else is a little bit more jaded.
You are not new in these espionage films, so what element did you find different in Black Bag, especially in your character who is a psychologist who knows a lot of secrets?
Well, I mean, it's very different from my character, right? Because she's part of this spy world, but she's not actually a spy. She's a clinical psychologist, so she's actually outside of the world of the spies, and her mission is to ensure that the spies stay as mentally healthy as possible. So in a way, she always has to be 2 steps ahead of them and manipulating them. So,
which I would argue makes her a spy.
That's true. Very good point.
Ricky, I think that after watching the movie, what I learned is how to be really observant of details. So what would you like the audience to notice those details after watching the movie?
I think I wouldn't point anyone at any particular details. I think the guidance I would give is plug in and pay attention. It's a smart movie and it rewards attention. If you're kind of passive, then you'll get the emotional arc, and that is there because there is this really taut love story at the center of it, this really delicate love story, actually, surprisingly enough, about a marriage. But then outside of that, there is this really intricate whodunit kind of detective story that Michael is driving, and that rewards attention. So you get out of this film what you put in, which is really rewarding, I think, for an audience.
Yeah, it really is. And also I think London is very cinematic. So what do you think this city adds up to the story?
I think it's a beautiful city. Yeah. I think the architecture is incredible.
And it's a mysterious city
It
as
is.
well. Yeah.
London feels like it has secrets.
Yeah.
And I think that adds up. You know that there is power in London. You know there is influence. And what films like this do is give you access to those halls of power in ways that you don't otherwise. I think that's really intriguing for people.
And guys, I really love the dinner party scenes, and they are really long scenes. So I want to know were they really difficult to film, or maybe was there someone who broke out of character or made a mistake?
Did anyone ever forget their lines?
I don't think anybody.
I don't remember.
No, nobody ever forgot their lines.
What a weird thing not to
Everybody was so well
Everyone
prepared.
was on it.
Yeah.
Like, this cast was... I've not realised till this moment.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember a single dropped line.
No,
Not one time.
no. You had to be so well prepared, though. You knew that, right?
Yeah, well, I did know that, but there was also a point where I felt so comfortable with this cast that I'm surprised that never happened. So I was like, basically, I trust you to catch me. You know what I mean? And so I'm kind of amazed that never happened. No, everyone was on it. That's
Yeah.
how it was. It was freeing because everyone was on it. So you came to play and everyone brought their A game.
Well, guys, you are professionals, so what can we expect? So. And guys, if you had to share any piece of information that will be classified as black bag about being actors, what would that be?
I would say for myself, quite inept at anything else.
Black bag as an actor, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just that, like, I mean, everyone knows it. I think it's hard, but it's worth it. Is that a black bag?
I'm not even sure anymore.
No.
Oh my gosh, that's so hard. Can you think of
Secret
something?
would you give away about being an actor? Often I hide my phone around the set, so you'll kind of be sitting there ready for a scene, and then your phone goes under a napkin or something.
I hide tissues around the set.
Dishes.
Hiding stuff around the set. It's sneaking food on set.
Ooh,
It's like,
yes.
just like a couple of treats, like a bag of Skittles or
Yeah,
something.
because especially on the set in Black Bag, where the dinner scene was set, there was no food or drinks allowed, and I was always sneaking on food.
Or the other secret technique. You want to know the best advice that I ever got as an actor? Don't swallow the food. Otherwise, by take
Yes.
35, you have eaten a lot of tikka masala.
That's so true.
You know, there's this whole thing with dinner scenes
Yeah.
where you do that thing where you kind of do a bit of like dinner acting and the food's going towards your mouth, and then maybe you have a thought and you say something and it never actually goes in. That's the trick.
Would you kill for me, George? Would you?
Con Gaby Cam y Javier Ibarreche.